Hi, Heidi, Bluebird. How are you guys? I'm a mess this morning. Oh my God, 7 days this week I've been on this freaking YouTube. I kicked my husband out of the house. um, what did I name this stream? Let me see. I can see. Yeah. Hi, Jenny. How are you? So we're just going to tell a little story here. Once upon a time, there was a good friend of mine, had a big heart, who we've been going and participating in his streams for over a year now. Someone goes in there last night and drops his link in a Discord because they think it's funny. Not funny. He got porned. This was after he got porned. Hi, Black Dahlia. So I just think, and they were. The suggestion was whoever it was, and I don't know this person, but the suggestion to him was to use somebody's name in the chat. And one of those names they were going to use was Heidi, who is a good friend of mine. And it pisses me off. This is why people don't have panels, because of this exact thing. Because you can't trust people. So stop it. And you know who you are. I will never have that person on my panel because of what she did to Ben. Here's the thing with Ben. Ben and I have had our issues. We've gone back and forth. I've blocked him. He's blocked me. Um, but bottom line is we both care about each other, like a brother and a sister. Yeah, German lady. German lady dropped his link in Discord. And then they talked about him like they were being very mean about him. And it pisses me off because, like I said, Ben and I have had our issues. We've gone back and forth. And, but bottom line is we care about each other. And, it's not right. It's just not right. And this is, okay. And I don't care what you shit talking, behind the scenes, because everybody does it. Okay. But when you do something like that, it can really actually shut someone's channel down. I don't know why someone would just choose me. I would never do anything like that, and I would never porn anyone for that matter. But Heidi, they were just told to pick a random name in the chat, and that's the thing. Is these people that do this, they do it for a thrill. They think it's funny, and I find it very not funny. I find it just like disgusting. And it was done to my friend. What you know, nobody knows what Ben and I talk about behind the scenes, but bottom line is Ben and I have always talked behind the scenes and we're very cool with each other. I know he cares about me. He knows I care about him. It's quite sad to act like his friend in his chat. Yeah, to go on his panel. This is what I'm saying. Go on his panel and act like you're cool with him, and then go behind the scenes and drop his link in a Discord. And especially a Discord with people that he doesn't. Scariest movie, The Shocker at the time. Yeah, I am Tiffany Marie. And I think it was messed up what she did to him. I'm sorry. Not sorry. And Ben, here's the thing about Ben. Ben is a very sweet soul. Does he do some fucked up things? He does. But does he have a kind heart? He really does. And if you spent any time in his chat like we did, and I've been going into Ben's chat for over a year off and on. I'm one of the ones that used to go in when there was 4 or 5 people in there. Ben has a good heart. I really do believe that. Can he get mad and go off on people? Oh, yeah, he can when he's pissed off. Sorry if I'm not saying hello to you. Hello, Crazy Nurse Granny, Jenny. But bottom line is Ben really does have a good heart. His heart's been broken. People think that because of, for whatever reason, they can walk all over him. And does he do some messed up things sometimes? Yeah, he does. Do his friends want to see him hurt? No, his real friends, do not want to see him hurt. And he knows who his real friends are. He knows who's taken advantage of him. Like, you think Ben's like stupid? He knows who's taken advantage of him. I have no idea, Mary. I don't know if she's the one that horned him, but she dropped his link in a Discord of people that he didn't like. Don't go on this, don't be two-faced. He is thoughtful and caring. He remembers things. I go into his chat. He always remembers to talk, to ask me about my son. I try to ask him, I try to make sure he's okay, but we talk a lot behind the scenes. So he knows how I feel about him. He talks to many people. He's got a good heart. I'm not sure. I think that's the Discord, Crazy Nurse Granny. And she dropped the link to his panel when she knew that he wanted nothing to do with these people, which is so disrespectful. I know of German lady's actions in the last community she was in. She isn't really welcome there for a reason, says Ada. Well, I can understand she's not welcome in this chat anymore. Not after what she did to him. I'm sorry. And yes, I'm fidgeting because this chair is uncomfortable. Not because I'm a mental patient. I did my apology. This is 7 days I've been on this week. I can't believe I've been on 7 days this week. Crazy. I don't know which community. I think she said she was in the beef community or something like that. I don't know. And I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. Carla, I think his mom raised him right. He isn't perfect, but he is very polite. Can he go off on people? Yeah, absolutely. When he's pissed off, he can go off on past Trisha. Him and Trisha have gone back and forth, but he does care about her and she cares about him. Whether you guys believe it or not, there's been like a kind of a brother-like, sister-like relationship between him and Trisha. Carla, let's make a trade. I'll send you comfy chair. You send me some more Swift. Oh, no problem. No problem, Ems. The thing is, I've got my laptop on my table downstairs, and my table sits up high, so I couldn't get a chair, like a really comfortable chair to sit here, unless I could raise it up like a bar stool. Maybe I'll get a bar stool or something. But these chairs are like, I got a bony butt, so when I fidget around, it's because I get tired of it. It's a community called the Beef Sector. It's a mostly Black community, and she was called racist many times. She also doxed people. Yeah, I do need a comfy chair. This chair is so not comfortable. It really isn't. Everyone makes mistakes, and everyone still deserves chocolate. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. But yeah, but it really kind of, it bothered me for Ben because I know he has a good, a good, a really good heart. And whether you believe it or not, I mean, he's been letting people on his panel he doesn't necessarily like, and letting them have their say and letting them talk. Heidi, are you still in here? I don't know if Heidi's still in there or she wants to come up and talk or what. Um, Hi, Clancy. Are you guys in isolation or in, what do you call it? Not isolation, but what do you call it? Quarantine? Do you want to come up, Heidi, and talk about this or not? You want to come up on my panel? Okay. Okay, honey. Heidi, I know what you look like, so you'll have to cam up first because I can't send the link into um, not Discord, but to your private, to your what do you call it? Mess Hangouts. So you'll have to just cam up. God, I'm tongue-tied this morning. That's so true, Carla. You never know what you may get. Box of chocolates. That's true. Ada picking Ben's when he showed the screenshot of German lady. Yeah, he did. And it broke my kind of really bothered me for him because Ben has such a good heart. If you guys were in there, like, okay, here's Jojo. Jojo's in the chat. Jojo was in there last year too with all of us when we were just like 3 or 4 or 5 people in his chat. He always, acknowledged us. He always talked to us. You know, it's hard for him, and I understand when things were going down last night with between me and another person that he didn't see it because it went too fast. But believe me, I would never have started anything with that person had she not started first with me. So, hey, nutshell business. Oh, do you have a video, Ada? I have to sub to you. I have to sub to you, Ada. Oh, coffee talk with the beef sector. Okay, I'm subscribing. Hey guys, subscribe to her. She's almost at 1,000. Let's help her get to 1,000. She only needs 11 more people, 11 more subs to get to 1,000. Yes, Carla, you're a loyal friend to Ben. Always have been. Yeah, and people, even though we weren't maybe talking in public, we were always talking in private. And he always, here's the thing, Dan always asks about my son every single time I go into his chat. Every single time he messages me, he asks me how it's going with my son. He never forgets. Yes, I've made a few videos. I do my coffee talks. That's cool. Maybe you can come and be a guest on my panel sometime. I don't know if you want to. Hi, Karen. Hi, Karen. But yeah, so anyways, he got horned. And I don't know if it's directly, hi Roku, if it's directly because she dropped the link in that Discord or what, but her dropping that link in that Discord was messed up, and I don't care. I don't want her on this panel ever again. Because Ben has been my friend and will be my friend. Like, as far as I'm concerned, Ben has a great heart. Does he do some he does some pretty crazy things sometimes, but he owns everything he does. But he really does, If you talk to him in private, you would know that what kind of German lady is gross. Well, I don't know, but I know that I would love to, considering I usually have my coffee with you most mornings anyways. Sure. Well, that's cool. I've been on so much this week. Like, this is like 7 days this week. I know, he's been JoJo's bestie since last year. And like I said, a lot of us were going into Ben's chat when there was 3 and 4 people in there. Not when there was 250 people. When there was 3 and 4 people, we had the best time in there. Every time I hear you say Ben, my friend, I think of the Jackson 5 sing. Ben, you know what? I thought of playing that song before I came on this morning. I actually messaged Ben before I came on to tell him I was going on here to defend him because I think he had every right to be pissed off last night. Now, whether I would have been, hi, BTS, hi, love. Heidi's going to come up here in a minute. Whether I would have gone off like he did last night, probably not. I wouldn't have myself. I would have just booted them and blocked them and be done with them. But Ben is a different person than I. I'm never used to visit his chat because I had a hard time watching people be so cruel to him. But I've heard it's getting better. Yeah, and there's just certain people he doesn't want in his chat. He pretty much lets everybody in there, and he's pretty good about that. But he knows who his real friends are, like the friends that have been around for a long time. Because there was a lot of people that never used to come around last year. Ada, okay, I thought so. I just listened to the first several minutes of your video. I will definitely finish it after. It has improved, same for me. I'm glad I started going in again. And see, we never stopped going in. When we stopped going in, a lot of us, was when a lot of the other people started going in. And it was just like crazy. So, and plus, at that time when I stopped going in Ben's chat, I was getting attacked a lot because of the whole thing I was going through at the time. So and people were calling me names constantly. Whenever I went in, they were calling me names. So I just said, no, I just only talked to him in private. So, and then when I went in last night, I was like just talking in the chat and then I got attacked again. And I'm thinking, what the hell? And then people were telling me like not to start, hi, Becky, not to start problems. So I said, fine, I won't say anything in here. I'll go on my own platform and I'll talk on my own platform and be done with it. But I am going to defend myself. When someone starts crap with me, I am going to defend myself and I don't care. Yeah, I know, Ams. But it seems like whenever one thing ends, another thing starts. But I just wanted to, come on here and say that, I really do care about Ben. And I thought it was just messed up what he did because he's been so kind to everybody. He's been letting everybody have. Heidi, you're here. Here you go, Heidi. Heidi, hi. I want Heidi up here. Heidi, you'll just have to cam up for a second. I know what you look like anyways, just because I don't want to get porned because, there's crappy people that might drop my link in some freaking Discord that I don't like. I can't believe it. Thank you. Hi, Heidi. Is that you? Heidi, just type in the chat that it's you so I know it's you. Oh, I'll just have. Okay, there you are. I know it's you. I hear your voice. I'm just like freaked out about letting anybody up on panel now because of what happened.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay. So what do you think? What do you think about all that happened last night? Like, I'm so pissed about it.
I think it
Like,
was disgusting. I
I'm
mean,
pissed that they wanted to use your name. That's another thing I got pissed about because you're a really good friend of mine, you know.
yeah, I don't know why they would want to randomly pick mine, but I mean, I would never do anybody like that. I mean, I think porn's disgusting anyway, so I would never do anyone like that, but it's
Ben
just,
knows that too. Like,
yeah,
you
Ben
know,
has a heart. I mean, he does. He has a huge heart when it comes to, his friends. And I mean, he just has that heart. And, and I'm not saying this talking about being in a bad way or anything. You know, I just think, you know, with Ben having the type of heart he does, I think a lot of people see that and they want to take advantage of that.
exactly. And it's messed up.
Yeah.
Because he's
Yeah, it
been
is.
giving his platform to a lot of different
Yes,
people that
he
he doesn't
has.
necessarily like.
Oh, yes.
Brian's been up there, 180's been up there. People that he's had problems with have been up there. And, you know, for them to turn around and do that and talk about him behind his back like they did is messed up. She's not
Yeah.
welcome in this channel anymore. I don't care. You can have her, whoever wants her.
I think German lady getting on all the panels she's gotten on. I think honestly, she's channel building, and
She ain't going to
but
channel build here.
she's ruining her chances with even building her channel or whatever she's aiming for, because I mean, you just don't do people like that.
Hi, Derry D.
And me and Ben we've had our problems, but we've looked past those problems. And Ben, he does. He is a kind, gentle person when it comes down to it. He is. Yes. Can he go off? Oh,
My
yes.
God,
But you know what? All of us can. So, but Ben, yes, he has his moments, and the moments that he does have his moments, it's because something has happened. Something was done to him. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, Ben, here's the thing about Ben. He's said some horrible things to me, but he always comes back to me and says, I love you, I miss you. And I've said some things to him.
yeah,
Like we've gone back and forth. Like I said, we've had our issues, mostly in private. But do I want to see him hurt? No. I was shocked. Hi,
no,
Carla. Thanks
no,
for
of
allowing me in
course not.
chat. I care about you. Oh, no problem, Derry. Um, yeah, so
It's
you know,
just, it's
I just thought it was
shameful
just
that,
horrible. Like she just knew in this community, and to do something like that and to talk about him, to go on his panel and make nicey nice, and then talk about him
about
behind his
him,
back is messed
right?
up. I'm sorry.
It's totally messed up.
It is.
And that's not, her coming in his chat acting all goody goody, and she was trying to be his friend and got on his panel several times.
Mhm.
It's just disgusting to me that, she done all that, and then she goes in that Discord and, she's talking bad about him. I mean, Ben don't, Ben looks at, to me, in my opinion, Ben looks at, he looks for the good in everybody. And, is his
Ben,
radar off sometimes? Of course, my radar is off. There's everybody's radar can be off because,
Ben can go off real hard, but he loves real. I'm not love. I can't. And don't get this wrong. But when he likes you as a friend, he likes you wholeheartedly as a friend, and his
mhm.
heart is huge.
And
Whether
I've
a
come
lot of
to,
people
the more I've talked to him, I've come to find that out about him. Being he has a huge heart, he does, and I just think, the heart that he has, you know, a lot of people just look at that as a ha-ha moment, and it's just disgusting. It's totally
Well,
disgusting.
they
Don't,
think he's an easy target. Here's the thing.
yeah,
I think they
yeah.
think he's an easy target because of how easygoing he is, and he shouldn't be. Um,
And Ben,
at least
how many times has Ben said it? He just wants everyone to get along.
he does.
I've heard Ben say that several times, and it's just terrible.
Yeah.
I know
That's
she's
why I
not
left
gonna.
his
I mean,
chat last night because I mean, I was defending myself, but people were telling me, "Oh, don't start shit in his chat." So I said, "Fine, I'll go on my own
Right.
platform." So I did,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
defended myself. Like, if you're
Yeah.
gonna sit there and make fun of me, call me a mental patient, make fun of my looks, then I am going to defend myself. I'm sorry, not sorry,
Yeah.
like
Well,
anybody
Carla,
would. And she's
you're
done it in a lot.
beautiful.
Well,
You're
I'm not saying
beautiful inside and out. And I know, when people say things, I know it hurts feelings. I know that. I mean,
it's just like it.
but they're doing
She was
that to
doing it
get
in
a reaction from
and she
you
was
is,
doing it in a lot of chats, and that's what really irked me
yeah,
because
yeah,
as far as I'm concerned, that's like kindergarten bullshit stuff, and
it
she
is.
doesn't expect me, and then she laughs about it, and then the other ones jump in, and I'm just like, you know what, I come up every single morning at 7:30 in the morning, and this
Right.
person never does. So that's what I said. I challenged her. I said, come over to my live stream, go on camera, and then you can make fun of my looks all you want, but until then, shut your mouth.
Right.
you know, because
Yeah.
it gets old after a while. And it's, hi, Clarissa, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Well, here's the thing. It's mostly coffee talk, but this weekend's been pretty much drama. And I'm sticking up for a friend today because I think Ben needs more people to stand up and say, enough is enough.
Yeah.
Leave,
Yeah.
let him have his channel, let him have his panels, whoever he wants to have on his panels, but don't go behind his back and talk about him if you're going to go on his panel.
And
And I
Ben
think,
has offered his panel, to try to
no,
get
I know.
everyone to talk it out, so, and then this happens to Wayne. Come on. I mean, it just, it's, it's shameful is what it is. I mean,
Heidi,
it
I'm
really,
going for another coffee. Do you want to
okay.
just read the chat
Okay.
for a
That's
bit?
fine. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. I haven't been paying attention to chat, so I'm just going to start where I see it, okay? Maj says ends. Yes, thank you. He was used so much last night. I went crazy over it. Yeah, that's true, Mojo. Mojo says, I will defend my laddie Ben to the hills. And that's good, Mojo, because, I mean, and I see all of Ben's, really close friends in his chat, and I know that they have his back 100%. Tiffany Reese says, Carla, you don't usually go live on weekends. No, she usually don't. She wanted to, do this because, what happened to Ben last night. So Moj says, love you, Ben. You know that. Lily, good morning. Derry D, I need coffee too. Hey, Derry D, I am on my second cup. Crazy Nurse Granny said, Brian and 180 were involved. I am in the pointing. I don't know, Crazy Nurse Granny. From my understanding, it was German lady, and she went to. I didn't see it all, um, so. But from my understanding, she, dropped his link in chat and said that something about porn him and just pick a random name. That was, what I was told.
I don't know if she porned him. I know she dropped his link in
Yeah. I mean,
someone's chat.
it could have been anybody,
Yeah,
but
anybody can.
we just know that German lady asked for him to be
But
porned or
yeah,
whatever,
she
from what
dropped
I
the
was
link.
told.
She dropped the link in Discord and told whoever it was that he didn't want on his panel to just take a random name from his chat and use that name to get on his panel. So whether it was someone from that Discord or not, who knows? But she was the catalyst, I think.
Yeah, she was the one who asked for it. Yeah.
And that's not right. I don't think it was German lady that porned in. I believe someone else was asking for it. Well, whoever it was, she didn't do him she wasn't very nice to do what she did. So that's just my opinion.
And I've noticed, even Ben's live last night and your live, y'all were getting y'all were getting trolled big time.
Mm-hmm.
And even my last live,
Yep. And did you see the names?
I was told because Carly, you know me, I don't pay attention to chat
They were
really.
saying,
but yeah, I was told, afterwards that I got trolled hard. And I mean, this is why a lot of things that's going on in the community, and especially your chat being disrupted with a bunch of trolls. This is why a lot of people,
hi, Martha.
They just don't want to go live. I mean,
some people are just coming in here to be friggin' assholes. Like sometimes, I'll have 150 people in here, and like 50 of them are just coming in here to be assholes. And it's just, why go into a chat? And then what I've been seeing lately is a lot of mean-spirited people. I'm just so why go into a chat just to be mean?
Yeah. And to disrupt. Because not only it disrupts the chat big time, but, if there's people on panel also, of course, people on panel, they read comments, and the creator, will read comments aloud. So it disrupts the chat all the way around when all these trolls are coming in, and it's obvious that Ben's link was dropped somewhere, for the trolls to come in, just like your chat when you went on last night. Your link was dropped somewhere for all the trolls to come in.
Right, Derry. I'm modding up Derry. I need another moderator. Derry
would be a good mod. She would.
Yes, I know. And she's proven herself to me because here's the thing, guys. Remember when I was accused of by Blondie of what do you call it? Of that I owed the community an apology because people because of something about what was it? I was collecting money under false pretenses. First of all, I didn't know that Blonde was gone from social media. And second of all, Derry D was one of the ones that donated to me. And she left in my comment, she said, I donated to you to celebrate your monetization. And another one that donated to me was Tucker. And Tucker donated to me because he was not promoting my channel, but supporting my channel.
Right.
I didn't run around YouTube saying, I'm collecting money for Blonde Bay. I never said that. I don't think I ever said it once. I think a couple times when I got donations, I said, this is all. And that's when Blonde Bay was still coming in my chats. And that's when I said, what do you call it? That's when I said, this money was going to her. But I had no idea she had left social media. None of us did.
Yeah, none of us do.
First time I heard about that was on Hello Starlight's panel.
Yeah.
Oh, that, and I'd like to know who, because I think maybe 7 people have donated to my super chat. Maybe that's it. And, I'd like to know all these people that ran to her demanding that I owe them an explanation about,
Yeah.
Exactly, Carla. I feel so bad that this all occurred. My intent was to celebrate you. We all didn't know. Exactly. But I was made to feel like a scammer. I was like, It wasn't like that at all. It did not come down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you weren't collecting money on her behalf. You were telling us your super chat money would go for her baby. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I didn't even realize I had figured out how to do it right to start with. And then when the first person donated to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, it might have been Derry D that super was the first one to super chat me. And that's when I said, oh, by the way, all the money that I collect will go to, and that was shortly after she was so upset about the whole PayPal gate and what happened with Eagle and that.
Hmm.
Carla, don't worry about others. It's not your life. If you keep worrying about what other people think, you're absolutely amazing. Oh, thank you, Gingerlock's mom. It was so much more than defending Dana. I had such a hard time. I felt bad for Dana too. I mean, a lot of people have problems with her, but when you hear someone like, because I know what it's like to be in her position, like attacked, like she was. So I knew exactly how she felt. I didn't cry the night on Hello Starlight's panel, but I felt fucking like this big
Yeah.
because of what things that were said. I mean, if you go back and see it, I mean, read the chat. It was like, and people say, well, why did you apologize if you felt like you didn't need to? I'm like, Jesus, she made me feel like this big, you know?
Mojo says gang mentality is the thickest form of any intellect. That's
Um,
true also, Mojo.
Vito says, apparently I'm part of the bullying for leaving a comment under the. I just think, there's no reason to make someone cry and to humiliate them.
Ricky
I just
Cassie
don't.
says, Carla, I cannot wait till your channel blows up and you show your husband. Derry D, you're not a scammer at all. You were so excited, Carla, when you got it.
Because I
Vicky
didn't
Marie,
even
crazy
realize
nurse,
that I had
screening idiot.
figured.
It's getting worse and worse and worse.
I didn't even realize that I had figured out how to do it until I actually got a super chat and I saw it come up and I'm like, holy! Because when I put my phone, I can't see the bottom part of it. All I see is the comments.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw that a super chat came up and I'm like, holy cow, I did do it. I didn't even realize I had figured it out. So thank you
Yeah.
for the compliment, Heidi. My intentions are good on YouTube and I protect my friends online. Yeah, and
Oh, you're
here's
welcome.
another thing, Derry D and I have had our issues too. And the thing is we could be adults, we can, have disputes with people and we can move on from them. And if
And
we
that's
can't.
the important thing. I mean,
Hi,
y'all have looked
Diana.
past previous issues and y'all have, pretty much agree to disagree and move on, and now y'all are friends again.
And that's what I've said to
So
people. Everybody is welcome in my chat. If you don't like someone in here,
block them.
block them. Don't talk
Mm-hmm.
to them. Like for real. Hi, I hope you answer me. Can I have your opinions? Oh, block that person. That's so stupid. That was dumb without
Oh my
clothes.
gosh.
I'll pray
Yeah.
for you because if you saw me without clothes, you'd need a prayer. Oh my God. Some people come in here just to be stupid.
Crazy Nurse Granny says, Carla, your chats have really been going great lately. It's a learning curve.
Right.
Yeah.
It has been like, and you know too, Heidi, with your channel, it's we learn every time
Yeah.
we do
We
a
sure
live
do.
stream.
We
Like
sure do.
we have people that come in here, mostly I'll say 95% of the people that come in here are very positive and
Mm-hmm.
uplifting.
Mm-hmm.
5% are trolls and want to just start trouble or just
Yeah.
say mean things. And the 5% I can deal with. That's what you have moderators for.
But
They
I
do.
think, just don't, like, when you see a troll, just don't recognize it.
Right.
Moderators just,
Yeah, just if
get
they
it
say
real
something
quick.
inappropriate,
Don't acknowledge it
yeah,
because,
because that's what
you,
they like.
yeah, of course, if when you feed them, then there's going to be, as soon as they're timed out, there's going to be another one to come in. And so
Right.
just,
Correct. And I'm
Yeah.
bad for that. Like I'll read
Yeah. I
I'll
have been bad for that too. So, and
I'll
I'm
read
still,
something before and then I'll get it afterwards. I'll get it. Oh, that's a troll, for God's sakes. What am I reading this? Because I read a few comments last night were trolls that blatantly were coming in to be nasty.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still learning myself. So, and I'm sure that, I'm going to learn even more.
Right. And we're all, and I'm still learning. Believe me, trust me, it's a learning curve. It's it's not always fun to be under the
So
spotlight.
much scrutiny. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, but here's another thing too, and I want you all to realize this. I am not turning on my friend. If you have a problem with somebody that is my friend, do yourself a favor and block them or unsub me, because here's the thing about me. I'm loyal to my friends, and Heidi can attest to that. Um,
Yes, you are.
you know, I am loyal to them. And I'm not going to turn because someone doesn't like them and someone's saying they're, brainwashing me, or they're going to run my channel into the ground. I'm
Hmm.
not going to turn my back on them, especially when I've been friends with them for over a year. What your um, what your relationship with someone is not necessarily my relationship with someone.
That's exactly
What your
right.
experience is not my experience. So you have to go by your own experience and not.
Yes.
I like that you're
Yes.
loyal, Carla. I am, and
That is
but
so true,
also,
Carla. So, so true. That is a
but
very true statement.
but also, I can also, when I'm wrong, apologize for what my mistakes are. Hi, Edna. How are you? Guten Tag. She always says Guten Tag to me because I was born in Germany. I don't think being born in Germany is a good thing today. Roke says, "Thank you, Tiffany Marie. I help decorate, clean, and sober houses. I have to give it away in order to keep my blessed life."
Oh,
I support what you're saying, Carla. And some people do and some people don't. Some people have a problem with other people that they just can't get past.
Tiffany
I
Marie says, Heidi, how long have you been around? Gigi just asked. Now, I'm curious. Um, Tiffany Marie, I have been around a little over a year. Um, I I just created, I don't know, probably what, 6 months or so ago, that you have to create a channel in order to chat. So, but I had been watching, since the Chris Watts, before he was sentenced, you know, when it was still fresh in after he
Okay,
was
bye, Diana.
arrested. So, yeah, I've been around that long.
Governor Meerkat says, understandable. We have to be mature sometimes. I have to reflect on my own words. Exactly. Here's
But
the thing is I'm big enough to apologize and I'm big enough to accept an apology. I've
yeah,
apologized to people that I've been nasty to.
yeah,
I don't want to be that person that's mean and nasty and chats and going after people. I really don't. If I have
yeah.
something to say, though, I will say it to said person. So,
Nice to
especially
meet
if
you
they're,
also, Gigi Positive.
what's that?
Oh, I was talking to Gigi Positive. She said, I've been around that long too. Well, nice to meet you.
I came on
Yes.
YouTube last January. Well, I was on YouTube before, but actually in this kind of community since last January. Since the whole time.
Mm.
Hi, Blink. How are you? Thank you for coming in.
Well, I
I just,
mean,
I just spit.
my first channel that I actually watched, and that, like I said, that was in the Chris Watts days, right when, everything started happening and he was arrested and all that. You know, my first channel I started watching was Molly Golightly. And it was actually because, my oldest daughter followed that case as well. And she was like, Mom, she sent me the link one day through text message and she was like, follow this lady. And then, you know, then I fell down the rabbit hole of everyone else. But I'd say I started, like I said, when I created my channel to chat and everything, it's probably been 6 months or so ago.
No, Ems, and that's the thing. I've apologized for things I've said. If I've hurt someone's feelings, if I've done something I feel in my heart is wrong, I will apologize. I will also accept an apology if I feel that it is heartfelt.
Mm.
But
Good
if I
morning,
don't
Blank.
feel it's heartfelt and the person keeps continuing to do the same things, I won't accept that apology. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's me, Carla. I mean, just, I don't know. I think this whole thing with the blonde base situation really
Got blown out of
opened my
proportion.
eyes. It opened my eyes. And when I took that week-long break, it was just, I did. I was going back and forth with myself, you know, of, okay, should I do this or should I do that? Should I do this or should I mean, I was questioning because I knew what would happen when I came
Right.
back and I told, my part of this, what I had seen and heard in that discourse. And then I apologized to everyone. I knew what I was going to be up against. I knew.
Like
And
my hair today.
yeah, so, but I had to do it. I had to do it for me, and I could no longer, be that person. I didn't want to no longer be that person.
Okay. I'm having a bad hair day, so I'm putting a hat on. Someone suggested I put a hat on every time I'm having a bad hair day, so I'm doing it. Let's see. Vito says, Tiffany Marie, there was that on Laura's Live. Where did you speak out so I can watch it? I was at work last night. I think I went to bed. I went to sleep right after Ben's. I'm turning this off. Freaking hot. I went to sleep after Ben's, but I was bound and determined that I was going to go live today and stick up for him. I know.
Yeah.
This is
And
my bad hair day.
he'll appreciate that so much, Carla. He will. He'll appreciate
Yeah, I know he
this love.
will. And he knows that his people that care about him have his backs. But people, you need to remember that Ben has a big heart. But he also gets his feelings get hurt real easily. Like I've seen his feelings. His feelings get hurt, and he'll sometimes go off and say things that that he doesn't.
Yeah.
I think would I react the same way he reacts? Probably not, but I can understand how he was hurt and upset. So that's how
Well, everybody's human.
for
Everybody's human and they have feelings, and how they react once their feelings are hurt, of course it's going to be different because we're different altogether. So,
And Ben's made a few. Hi, TL Hodge. Has made a few videos where he's gone off, and then he's got better of it and deleted them afterwards. But
yeah.
Ben's a very passionate person. When he gets hurt, he gets really hurt. So when he goes off on someone, it's it's I crochet too.
I think when he goes off on someone, it's his feelings coming out. It's not so much of, he's just mad and wanting to fly off the handle. I think it's his feelings coming out of, whatever the situation may be that hurt him.
He was
And
very hurt yesterday.
yeah.
Like,
And then, like you said,
no, hurt
Ben
and mad. He was mad too. Like, and rightly so. I mean, it was kind of like,
yeah.
she betrayed him. That's why I say that I'll never have her on my panel again because of what she did to my friend. Like, I don't care if she comes in my chat, but she will never come on my panel.
Right. Well, I mean, you can't trust that anymore.
No.
I mean, you can't.
And dropping a link in that kind of a Discord, no. I'm with Ben on that. I'm not like, I don't think, I have my own opinions about that Discord, but I'm not going to say it publicly because I hear those people are nasty and do horrible things, and I don't want them coming after me. Although my husband's already been doxxed, so, but I know who doxxed.
That's sad.
Yeah. And I've already gone to the police. Like I already told them, like I'm alive. So like, how stupid did I feel when I went to the police and said, I'm a live streamer on YouTube, and these people are doxing me. And if something happened, I felt so stupid telling them that.
Yeah.
But I said, if something happens, here's another number you can call. So they said, like, if they get calls like that, they absolutely have to respond. So, if they get a call saying that, your husband killed you, they have to respond to it.
Oh,
And that's
yes, of
where they're
course.
not going to be happy until someone gets killed one of these days. And that's what's scary about the whole thing. Like, the whole doxing and it's just messed up.
Yeah, it really
I
is.
know what doxing. No, actually, the police officer did not, because I asked him. I said, "Do you know what doxing is?" And he goes, no." So I explained to him. That's when someone puts your real name, your real first and last name in a chat, or your address or your phone number, and then anybody can grab hold of it and call and have you. Hi, Mandy.
Hey,
Hi,
Mandy.
Mandy. I'm wearing my bad hair day hat.
Those are cute
Someone told me, said, you're always talking about, how messy your hair is and stuff. So wear your one of your
Yeah.
hats. So I'm wearing one of my hats.
Well, that was a good idea. And they're cute hats,
Oh,
anyways.
actually, but it's hot. That's the only thing, is it's
Oh, I can
hot,
imagine. Yeah.
really hot today.
How
So
long does it take you to do one of those, or to make one, rather?
couple hours usually, including the little flower on the side. Couple hours. So
That's not too
but
bad.
this one here takes long. These ones here, because it's like really awkward, but
Hmm.
they're like Chanel. They're so soft and warm.
Yeah.
But it's
It's
springtime
cute.
now, so we're not going to be. Although there was snow on the grass and snow on our deck today, so
Oh, it's been beautiful here. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to get so excited because the weather can change here like the drop of the hat. So
I know we haven't had much of a winter. We've had mostly
that's how it has been for us. We've
we
had a
haven't had much
very mild.
snow or anything. Well, I
We've
got to
had
run
like we've
for
had like
different
a few snow flurries, and but nothing major.
groceries. Just arrived, hon, and have to help the old man put it away. Okay, Gary. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate that. Oh, Clancy says you should have a different hat for different moods. That way, when we tune in, we'll know what you're in for. I could do that, actually. I could do different hats for different moods. But the only
Yeah.
thing is that different hats don't look good on me. I look like goofy in some hats. Like I really do. Like here's another hat here. I'll try it on, but I think it looks like funny on me. Like I think it looks goofy on me. See? I don't really like this one. Like it's big on me too.
I can't see. I'm on my cell phone, so I
It's
can't.
it's really big. So yeah, this is the one that I really like. I think it's hard to see what you're doing in this. There we go. I'm playing around. I'm being messy. Ah, ah, there we
How's your
go.
son doing, Carla?
He is in sober living right now.
Oh,
So
that is
he's doing
awesome.
awesome. Yes. And he
Yeah.
will be moving into an apartment in a couple months, and he's
Hmm.
looking for a job right now because of course he's been off work for months. So, hi,
Hmm.
travel vlogger. How are you?
Yeah, that is great.
I bet you're not traveling much, travel vlogger. I don't think anybody's traveling much these days. So, would you be traveling? Like my daughter just had to cancel her trip to Mexico. She didn't have to, but it was like the whole family was going to go, and now they're not going to go. I'm kind of glad they're not going because
Well, that's good thinking on
I'm
her part.
fine,
She's
thank
being
you.
cautious.
I was worried about her actually going because, you never know who's going to be there from what countries, and what what the situation is. Is is JoJo
Sorry.
talking to me? He unsubbed me. You were so ignorant, unsubbed. Why is she saying that? Why is she talking to me? I don't know. Did you see that? She said you were so ignorant. I unsubbed.
Did something else happen in
I don't know.
chat, maybe?
I have no idea. Did someone? Yeah, no, unsubbed. But to me, that means she unsubbed me. I don't know. I don't know
AJ,
what
are
I
you
did
still
there.
here?
Jojo, what's the matter? What's going on? What was done to you? Um, Edna says, Ems, LaDonna, Mojo, very nice to see you all. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Not you. I'm talking to someone else. Oh, okay. Okay, Jojo. I didn't understand because when you said you were so ignorant, I thought you were talking to me, and I'm like, what did I do? I'm trying. I'm talking and I'm ignoring people, and I'm not meaning to. I try to like acknowledge everybody, but sometimes it gets hard.
I figured she was talking to somebody else.
Okay, no, I thought she was talking to me. Well, yeah, she because I didn't do anything to her. I actually just made a similar comment to Vito above. I feel her friends are irresponsible to allow her behavior. Um, who are you talking about, Miss OMG? I'm not sure who they're talking about. It's like it's gotten really bad in this community. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way I do, but there's been a lot of like hatefulness and judging people and just like you shake your head. Carla, she is discussing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not agreeing with the whole thing about like being mean and stuff to people. I'm sorry. I don't think there's a need for it. Oh my God, cuttlefish. Thank you. Hope you have a great day. Hope you get to that $100 soon. Aw,
Aw,
thank you
thank you,
so much,
Cuttlefish.
cuttlefish.
That is so
Thank
sweet.
you so. Did you? By the way, cuttlefish, if you're still in chat, did you email me? Because I am notorious for not checking my emails. You must put your cuttlefish name in the in the description so I'll know it's you. Thank you, Meerkat. Um, yeah, I thought Jojo was talking to me, but
Carla,
Heidi,
I'm
you're
gonna mute. I'm gonna mute a minute. I gotta go get a dose of cough syrup, okay?
okay. Okay. So I'm going to read comments here. And Cuttlefish is your email address. Did you send me an email? Because I want to add you on Hangouts so we can really talk. Because I know you had something to tell me about a certain person. Carla, you should make more of those cute little hats and sell them. I would buy one. They're so adorable. Like this one? Like this one? Are you talking about this one? I got another one actually made. It's got a little flower on it too. So if you want to just email me and give me your address. I'll send it to you. No charge. Like I'm going to send Em some more Swifter pads. I like making stuff for people. Oh, Miss Carla, is it okay to email you about the blanket? Veto. What blanket? Wait a minute. To brain freeze. She should make the Swifters and sell them. I'll tell y'all, they're amazing. They leave behind no streaks. I know, I use mine too. Like, I love them. And they're reusable. Carla, no, I would pay you. I'd never take it for free. Well, I don't even know what to charge for stuff anymore. Like usually I just send stuff. And then I ask people, here's what I ask people to do. And this is my thing is I will send you whatever you want, and then you turn around and pay it forward by donating to a charity. Whatever you think the hat is worth, donate to your favorite charity or a homeless shelter or you know, Carla, I've tried nearly everything on my floors, and they are by far the best I've tried for my floors. I'm so glad, Ems. You can be my spokesperson for you can be my spokesperson for the reusable Swifter pads.
Okay, I'm
So
back.
yeah,
Sorry
my
about
thing
that.
is like I will send you whatever, and you turn around and donate whatever I send you to whatever you think it's worth to whatever charity you like. You can look on
That's
Etsy
awesome.
to get an idea for prices if you ever want to sell them. Well, so far I
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
really, I've done giveaways but I haven't really sold anything. I just say,
I love Etsy.
oh,
When my oldest daughter had my little granddaughter, before she was born, because the new trend with little girls is the big headband bows and the big bows now. Oh, I had a field day on Etsy.
oh, Ams, do that. I'd like to see that myself. She said I should do a video and show us side by side using a store-bought Swifters compared to yours. You will see a huge difference. I'm so glad they work well for you. Yeah, I do. And they're reusable, so you don't like have to keep buying the Swifter pads or whatever. Are you still there, Heidi? I'm sorry.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Good morning, Bakuda. Yeah, Etsy has some awesome things on there. Have you ever been on Etsy, Carla?
Yeah, I have. And here's the thing with me is I make they're like things that I've learned off YouTube. I would much rather give something to someone and have them turn around and it's like pay it forward. So
Mm,
if I send someone something and they turn around and donate to like a like a what do you call it? Like animal friends or
mm,
homeless shelters or whatever, then it's like it's doing double to me. You're getting a hat and someone else is getting a donation to whatever.
yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, though.
I've got hot pads. I've never made oven mitts per se, but I make the hot pads.
So the Swiffer pads, they actually fit a Swiffer?
Yeah, I'll show you what they look like. I have one here.
I'll have to order some
they,
from you because
they
to
like
give to my
fit.
mother.
You know how the Swifter is and how you
Mm.
like they fit like on your Swifter, you just put it in and they
Oh,
stretch
okay.
and they
Okay.
fit on like either side and then you do your floors with them. And that's
Okay.
how they work.
Yeah. I'll get up with you sometime today. I'm going to order some from you for my
Yeah.
mother.
They stretch. I mean, they stretch because they're made of yarn. So,
Awesome.
but I made a bunch of them because I learned how to make them, and then I thought,
Mm,
I'm gonna make. Whenever I do something, whenever I learn something, I make a bunch.
uh,
I have hard word, and I swear you notice every speck of dust. The Gouda says.
yes, that's the same
Um,
here, the Gouda.
yeah, Heidi. Yeah, you know how to get a hold of me if you
Yeah,
want some.
yes.
I will make you some for sure.
Awesome. Thank you.
My husband said you got to start because he noticed like since I've been doing these live streams, I haven't been doing like a lot of crocheting. He goes, "You haven't been doing a lot of crocheting lately. How come?" I said, "Because I'm just like I'd like to give away some of my market bags too. Like I don't know if any of you like these things, but they're like market bags that you could take to the market and when you go to I don't know Aldi's or whatever, and yeah, I make those too. I'm just like I make all kinds of stuff. Believe me,
Are you,
whatever's like whatever they're doing on YouTube, whatever new tutorial comes out in those crochet groups,
mhm.
I like see if I can figure it out. So because I can't read a pattern. Can't read. I can crochet, I just can't do corners and center. Yeah, a lot of people say they can't do like get them straight.
Mhm.
Um, but I sent Ben fingerless gloves and a hat. And when he was mad at me, he told me to shove them up my turkey's butt. That's what I mean. Ben and I are having this love-hate relationship sometimes. Alexis, that is an absolute fabulous idea. I used to make my own baby wipes, but hand sanitizer is a new one for on me. Um,
Oh, Tiffany Marie, I had a great aunt, and she used to quilt beautiful quilts. I have so many quilts that she quilted me, and then my children, like, she would say, hold on to their to their clothes that they outgrow, and she would fit that in with the quilts that she would make my children. She would use their, like, you know old shirts that they had outgrew and everything.
there's people that take plastic bags and they cut them up and
Hmm.
they roll them up and they actually crochet with um, the plastic bags and they make market bags out of those. It's like like a
Wow.
lot of work though because you have to cut them up and roll them up and it's a lot of work. My husband started doing that for me because he thought, oh, this is cool. This is something I can do. He
Does
got all
anybody
the
remember? Does anybody in here remember, like, the Capri Sun pouches of when they would make, like, little girls, like, accessory bags or purses out of the Capri Sun patches? My oldest sister worked with a lady who did that, but this has been several years ago. But yeah, that was neat.
yeah, it's like here's the thing on YouTube. You can find like anything on YouTube. Like if you're handy or crafty or you want to do different things, that's where I learned how to crochet was on YouTube. That's all I did. Like I've been on YouTube since 2014. And
Uh,
for a couple of years, that's all I did was go to the crochet community and just learn because I can't read a pattern, but I can follow someone that's doing something and I can figure things out. Um, Tiffany says here they are
oh,
stocking
the
the
Gouda,
shelf.
they were quite interesting. I mean, they were quite interesting looking. But I think this day and time, you could pretty much, you know, make anything out of something. I mean, there's just so many tutorials out there.
Life with Jen says she remodeled her whole kitchen from YouTube. That's the thing.
Wow.
I mean, anything you want to learn how to do is on YouTube. Like
Hmm.
anything,
Yeah.
everything. The Gouda, I can make curtains. I can make clothes. I can make just about anything. I just can't knit or crochet. But see, I can't. I can't sew.
Yeah,
My
I can't
husband, that
sew either.
yeah, my husband was going to buy me a sewing machine, and the sewing machines now almost like computers. They almost sew themselves. But Carla, I have an idea for a project that I'd like to hire you for here soon. Something I'd like to have for when I have to go inpatient. I'll email you my idea and see if you can make it. Okay. Okay, Ems. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. And yeah, Alexis says, I cannot find alcohol. Will this work with aloe gel description, antiseptic liquid? I don't have no idea what I can't even read that. Then invert
I
those
don't know.
solution soaks the half paper towel roll. Are you going to be okay, Ems? You said you're going in the hospital. I hope you're okay. I am more worried about that than I am about the virus. The mass quantity consumption by consumers. I think the people that are hoarding things and price gouging, trying to take advantage of people. I
Hmm.
made my daughter one of those huge knit blankets that's made with the super thick yarn. I used my hands to knit it. It's just like this yarn here. Um, I made this
Yeah,
blanket. This
Ems, are
knit
you going to be
for like
okay? I hope everything, whatever's going on, I hope you're going
my
to be all
couch.
right.
This is just like a lap blanket. It's actually it's it's really warm and it's a lap blanket. They call it a lap blanket. I've been putting it on the back of my couch. It's called a lap blanket because it's not big. Well, actually, I got this color. I got this color, and I only had. They ran out of the color, so I just made it small. I made it into a lap blanket. God, I'm such. Here I am. Sorry about that. But yeah, I made it small. I made it into a lap blanket. Well, you can cover yourself up, but I used to buy the old buttermilk patterns for my mother used to do that. My mother used to make clothes for us and we hated them because she made them. She made them, so we got teased at school. Funky knit blanket. Is that the one where you do it off your arm? You like, yeah, yeah, I've seen those. You know what's wrong with me is those things make me itch. I don't know if I'm allergic to stuff or what.
Could be.
Certain kinds of
Or just the
yarn will make
material. Yeah.
certain kinds of yarns will make yarn will make me itch. Like this is starting to make me itch right now. But my hair is like it will be such a mess right now. That's
Mhm.
okay. My hair is like it's like itching me. So took me 3 months to make it. It usually takes me when I do an average blanket like fits on say a full size bed or a
Mhm.
queen size bed. A queen size bed will probably take me about 2 weeks of working like um God, I'm a mess. Like working like like every day. But a full like a twin, that'll take me a couple
Mhm.
days. But I start something and I'll go hours and hours and hours. So I just wish I knew how to connect a stitch to my beginning strand of crochet stitches. I can only go in one direction. I'm hopeless. Someone said you should ask me, it said you should teach people how to do that. I'm not a good teacher. I'm a good student, but I'm not a good teacher. I'm a terrible teacher. I have no patience. I could show you how I do it, but I couldn't like say this is how you do it. You know what I mean? Like those people do
Mhm.
on YouTube. Um, Miss OMG says they interviewed the president of our largest toilet paper towel manufacturer on the news, and he promises he won't run out, and this buying and hoarding is crazy. I
Yeah,
hear that it's against the law to price gouge people. So
it is.
if you're getting price gouged, report it
Hmm.
because it's not supposedly not being permitted. Like they're not
Yeah,
allowing people to do that because that's just taking advantage of people.
yeah, you need to report it for sure.
The quilt I made for my son took me 6 months. I was pregnant, working full time. Every night I came home and did 5 to 10 rows. He is almost 6 feet tall and it is huge, big enough to cover him 5 times over.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
I use Chanel yarn. Yeah, you see this yarn here? This is kind of like Chanel. So it's not itchy. If you feel
Quilts
it,
are
it's like
so
super,
warm.
super, super, super soft. But I know what she's talking about. That Chanel yarn is like so soft. That won't make me itch. My arms felt like jello for months. Yeah. I actually learned how to do that on YouTube too. That arm knitting or
Hmm.
arm crocheting, how you do it. Hi, Bams. How are you this morning?
I can remember when I was in high school, I took home ec, and one of the projects we
Exactly.
had to do was we had to make a sweatshirt. Oh my gosh, my mother was she said, "Here, you could take a," but she still has. I was like, "No, you can keep it here." But it was terrible. The one sleeve was probably 3 inches longer than the other one. It was terrible. I don't even know how, but my teacher gave me a B on it, and I don't know how because it was awful.
But doesn't it make you feel good when you actually make something with your own two hands? Like I know for me,
Mhm.
and especially if somebody wants something that you've made to me, or someone makes something for me, and I get it. It means like a lot to me. My friend made these silk flower things, and that
Mhm.
meant more to me that she had made that. And to me too, when I make a hat and somebody likes my what I done and they want it, it means a lot to me that, like Emma
Yeah,
saying that she really likes those Swifter pads, like that means a lot to me. It means more because you put your time and effort into something and someone appreciates it. It makes you feel good. There's
I can
you
cook
can't
and bake. That's as close as you're going to get with me being able to do things with my hands. Yeah.
my daughter asked for one for Christmas, but they were $800. That's why I made it. Oh my God. But yeah, I guess he picked up Chinese family from, oh, who? My daughter's Uber driver told her they had a coronavirus last month. Now she's freaked out. I guess he
Oh
picked
my.
up a Chinese family from the airport. I'd be freaked out too. But I think we got to stop being freaked out about everything. DG Khaled alt account. This is so epic. Why is that? I have no idea who this person is, but whatever.
Yeah.
A troll.
Yeah.
I'm getting trolled again.
And the
Oh yeah.
CV transport, whatever that name is. Yeah, that's troll too.
Oh sure, Ams. That sounds good. That sounds like a good trade. Hi, Lynn. How are you guys? So Heidi and I are up here. We're defending our friend Ben. Again, we got off topic again, like we always do.
Yeah.
This is just chit chat. Who cares?
It's nice just to chit chat. You don't necessarily have to stay on one subject a whole entire life.
No. Well, it's kind of hard to stay on one subject for an
Yes.
entire life. Trust.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
It
kind of nice
is.
having someone else on panel with me though, because I get lonely up here sometimes.
When I first started doing lives, I was nervous being on panel by myself. But now, that nervousness has subsided, and I'm really not bothered anymore. Just being on panel by myself, I
No, I'm
just
not.
wing it.
I'm not either, but it's nice sometimes to
Oh
have
yeah,
people on
yeah,
panel and people want to talk or say say what's
yeah.
going
Of
on.
course,
Sorry, I'm being rude
yeah.
by not chatting. I'm listening while I do my chores, but I'm still here. That's fine, Ada. Ada's going to have to tell me more about this beef sector. Beef sector, I thought was something about, a meat sector or something. I didn't know
That's
it
what
had
I
something.
thought it was when I
Because when
first
she
heard
said
of
I'm
it.
from the beef sector, I'm like, what does that mean? Like, guys that are like, beefy, or what kind of sector is that?
I thought it had to do with like beef. I mean,
Oh my God, Ems, really? That would be awesome because I do actually have a picture I would like done. It's 5 generations of, um, I don't know, do you do like people? Because it's my late mother, me, my daughter, her daughter. You ladies are natural conservationists. I think a lot of people are nowadays, like minimalists or whatever. Oh, beefy
uh-huh.
guys sounds more exciting than what it really is. Well, when she said the beef sector, I thought she meant, and then she was like always talking sex and stuff. So it was like, maybe she's talking about beefy guys or whatever. I'm fast regifting here. I'll send you a portfolio and you can just go through it and see what you like. Yeah, Ams, I hope you still have my address. If you don't, I'll just email it to you. Um, I did put it on, I think I did put it on that envelope, but I think she means good at conversations. I thought she meant conversation, con, conser, con, conserving stuff. Maybe conversations. Who knows? We try.
What do you
I
got
like to
planned today,
try to
Carla? Anything?
actually no. We're not even going to eat like much. Like my husband wants pizza for dinner, but I'm not a big pizza fan, so I'm going to eat fish
Yeah,
probably. I'm going to probably
that's
eat
me
fish.
too. The rest of my
Not,
family love pizza, but I'm not a big fan of pizza myself.
what are you guys all doing today? Anybody doing anything exciting? I don't. We can talk details privately. I didn't save your address. Yeah, I didn't save yours either. What happens when I send something to someone? I just, you know, I'm sure it's somewhere in one of my emails, but I don't you know, I don't keep that. That's the thing. One thing I do is someone gives me their address, I send it, and then I write it down from the email, whatever, and then I send it, and then I get rid of it because I don't want anybody saying I'm doxing them because I've gotten accused of that. God knows,
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, I have texting call apps, so it's not giving anyone a person phone number. If not, I'll try making a video. Okay. About what, Tito? I am making corned beef dinner. Oh, corned beef and cabbage. Is that what you're making? Cabbage
mm,
gives me gas. Oh, it's so good though. It is good.
that's me too. But I love corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah, corned beef and cabbage is good. I love the way, like, here's when in my family, I don't know how you were when you were growing up, but Sundays were always like a big meal, like roast beef or
Yeah,
chicken, or we
yeah,
always had like a big meal on Sundays. But when it's just two of you, you don't really care if it's a big
yeah.
meal or not.
I cook through the week. I do simple and easy. And then on Sundays I cook a big meal.
What are you cooking today?
Um, Actually, the husband is putting steaks on the grill,
I
and
don't think today's St. Patrick's Day, but I think they canceled St. Patrick's Day parade here. We've gotten 2 cases in Pittsburgh of the coronavirus. So people are, I forgot those wholesale stores have business accounts. What did you say you were making? I'm sorry. I was like,
oh, my husband's putting steaks on the grill. He's got them
oh,
marinating now, and then
yum, 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 yum.
I'm gonna make potato salad and
Oh,
um,
I love potato salad.
probably some corn on the cob and a side salad. We eat a lot of salad around here, depending on, like steak, of course, I make side salad. If he grills chicken, of course, I'll make a side salad.
Tiffany Marie, I wash my hands more than I sanitize my hands too. I really do. Like I just think if you keep your hands clean all the time, it's probably just probably as good. Except if I'm in the car. If I'm in the car and I touch like surfaces that maybe I think are not clean, and there's no water, of course, in your car, so I will like sanitize my hands there. But at
Mm.
home, I wash with soap and water. I don't know about you, Heidi.
Oh, yes.
It just
I'm all the time washing my hands and using hand sanitizer.
right. So I mean, it's just as easy to use. So
But I definitely keep a bottle of hand sanitizer in my car and in my purse.
yeah, me
Actually, there's
too.
hand sanitizer in every room of our house.
Yeah, we have one in the kitchen. We have one in the bathroom. I have one in my purse. I have one in my car. My husband has one in his car. So,
Yeah.
we're kind of set that way. But I mean, I don't panic about it. I don't panic about if I don't have hand sanitizer. Like I know a
Hmm.
lot of people are like really panicked about it, but I'm not really. I mean, I think it's like gotten really blown out of proportion. I just got a call from our district doing a survey for internet needs for students and if families need food delivered. I love my small little town. Aw,
Oh, that's
that
awesome.
that is sweet.
Hmm.
That is really good, Ems. Um, I see so many people talk about hand sanitizer. Washing your hands is so much more effective. I use hand sanitizer and rinse my mouth with bottled water in the car. I've never trusted hand sanitizer.
Well, there's local churches in my area that's doing like deliveries. If anybody, especially like the elderly and the shut-ins, if they can't get out and get supplies, then they're going around and delivering supplies.
I think Sue was saying yesterday, Sue, Sue that
Yeah,
goes in Ben's chat. She was
yeah,
saying yesterday she went to the grocery store and the shelves were bare. And then when Laura did her live yesterday when she went to
yeah,
Walmart, oh my God, it was like apocalypse. Like,
yeah.
what are people worried about? Like
It's like,
we have all kinds of food and stuff here, so I'm not really worried about that stuff. But
yeah, same here. I try to stay stocked up regardless of, doesn't matter if anything's going on. I just stay stocked up.
right,
And if I have like um,
Tiffany.
a little board on my refrigerator, the dry ice board, if I'm starting to run low on stuff, because that's how I make myself remember. I'll write it on the little dry ice board. And then when I go to, if I remember to make a list, that is, sometimes I don't even remember it.
Oh, my husband gets so mad at me for that. He's like,
Yeah.
well, do we need, we'll be out. And he'll go, so what do we need?
Hmm.
Like, I don't know, because I don't eat bread very much. Like, I very
Yeah.
rarely eat bread. He'll go, well, do we need bread? I don't know. You eat it. Do we need bread? Do we need lunch meat? I don't know. I hardly ever eat it.
Yeah.
Do we?
That's
He goes, why
that's
don't you make
same
a
here.
list? Because I never think about it.
Yeah.
Norma says I took my 2 grandchildren to a fancy Mexican restaurant last night and they had a hand sanitizer as we walked in. That's different.
But it's weird though, when I send my husband to the grocery store, I'll make him a list or I'll just text him. Sometimes he'll just say, just text me. But, and then he'll say, why can't you always make a list for yourself? I don't know. I just don't.
I, I'm the same way. My husband says, you got a pad and a piece of paper sitting on the fridge. He goes, can't you just write when you run out of something? Can't you just write it down? Yeah, I can. But in my defense, I don't.
Yeah,
I
that's
have a
me.
lunch meat that's prepackaged. It'll last much longer. It's not healthy, but at least it'll. And my husband won't eat that kind of lunch meat. He just won't. And here's the thing: there's probably germs on all those friggin' surfaces, and because they have to cut that meat and
Hmm.
whatever. I mean, here's the thing too. My husband goes to work every day. What's to say he's not going to bring it home? Like, I could worry about
Right.
it every day and have him like wear a hazmat suit before he comes in the house and sanitize himself, or I could just say, well, if we're going to get it, we're going to get it.
Yeah.
My grocery list is digital, and my husband and I share the list between our phones so we can both add on it. Right. Norma says, no, I didn't see that. That's wild. Yeah. Tiffany says anti-reckless. Okay, awesome. Because there might be people who really do need things and can't get them. My grocery stores are being stocked,
Hmm.
and every morning I'll mention in my next live. And price gouging. We're
Yes.
forgetting about people taking it, buying up everything, and then turning around and selling it for
And reselling it.
exorbitant
Yeah.
prices, which is stuff.
I've already started seeing, I don't know if anybody else around here bought, well, of course, Facebook, there's the marketplace. And I'm already starting to see people that has obviously went out here and bought, you know, things, and they're turning around and selling it on the marketplace at a higher price. It's just crazy what people will do, though, when it comes to this sort of stuff when something happens like this. Did she leave? I don't know where Carly went. This MOG says, I did. I usually buy deli meat, but all packaged and frozen. All bread, because no matter what, it's easy and kids eat it. Cuttlefish says, my teenage son works at a grocery store. He touches so many products every day from every corner of the world. It concerns me. It's his senior year, and I'm worried he may not get to experience graduation. Oh, don't think like that, Cuttlefish.
So, Heidi, I forgot to
Yes.
ask you, how did your birthday party for your daughter?
Oh,
Your
my
daughter turned
gosh.
20
Like,
yesterday.
no, she's 20 today, actually.
Oh, 20
Oh,
today. Her
yeah.
birthday party was yesterday.
Yeah.
Have
Oh,
fun?
it was good. Tiring. I was so wore out last night. And, well, I was going to go live, and then I was like, I just can't. And, my husband knew that I was going to go live, and I was like, I just can't go live tonight. And he was like, well, you just look tired. Just go on to bed, and I'll make sure, that everybody leaves, because the party was over at 11:30. So, yeah, it was good, but it was tiring. I mean, there was 15, 19 to 20-year-olds here, including my
Wow.
daughter, and including my daughter in that count. So it was like, I baked her cake yesterday morning, and then, I had batter left over, so I did the cupcakes, and then I made some brownies, and of course she requested the shredded chicken and beef tacos. And actually, I did the shredded chicken the night before, and I just put it in the refrigerator and then reheated it, because I don't know. I'm just that type. When I know I'm going to have a large gathering, I try to get everything knocked out the day before so I don't have that much to do. But it was
That's good.
good. I mean, she enjoyed herself, and all of her friends enjoyed themselves. And
Did they have s'mores?
yes, they had
Yay!
s'mores.
They had
Yes,
s'mores.
yes, they had a lot of s'mores. But yeah, it was good. Next year
Oh,
she turns the big 21, and
oh,
I
uh-oh.
dread that. Yeah,
Uh-oh. You know what happens when they turn 21.
yeah,
Well, I'm glad it went well. I know you were like a
yeah,
little stressing out about it.
yeah.
But, well, that's a lot of work. Did your daughter help you? Like,
Oh
with it?
yeah, yeah. She helped. She helped, and
That's good. At that age, they can help.
yeah. But she really couldn't do anything today because she's got to go back to work tomorrow. She's got to be in at 5 in the morning. So you know, she's like, I'm gonna do it Saturday night or Saturday, Saturday afternoon, Saturday night by bonfire. I was like, well, that's fine.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I like crock pot meals too, Edna. It's just you stick everything in the crock pot and let it sit all day, and then
Hmm.
it's just like pull apart like tender. I
Yeah.
do. We don't eat that enough though. My husband's like really into health now. He's really like um eating a lot of salmon and fish, and I'm eating a lot of chicken, so because I'm not like really hi Blink.
Blink FM, I had, including my daughter, I had 15, 19 to 20-year-olds here.
No, I think he asked how many kids you have. Don't think she has 15 kids.
I thought he asked how
Oh
many
my
kids I
God.
had.
I said, Heidi, how do you still walk?
I thought he asked how many I had here.
He said, how many do you have? And you said 15. I'm like, oh my
Oh,
God.
Lord, no. Lord, Lord, no. No, 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 no. Um,
He said he got scared when you said 15.
oh, my goodness, no. I'm
Hi,
not trying to be
Ginger
like
Rock
19
Mom.
kids and counting. Um, we have 5, Blake. My
Oh,
oldest, my oldest is, he's almost 30. So, and then I have 27-year-old and 23-year-old, and then 20-year-old today, and then 10.
and she just had a little baby granddaughter who is just adorable. Oh my God, she's
Uh-huh.
just like um beautiful, beautiful, beautiful family your son has.
Thank you. Thank you so
And
much.
she's so cute. Just want to just eat her up. She's so adorable. I love the smell of babies too. I love the smell of babies.
Yeah,
I
I
miss
can't wait to see her.
um I'm a football mom, being in the car, driving boys here, there, and everywhere, being away. Do you only have one daughter, by the way? In the
Me?
evening, yeah,
No,
during the week. You have two daughters.
I have
I thought
3. I
you
have
have
3 and 2
three,
boys.
three daughters and two boys. Boy, you have a lot
Yeah,
of kids.
yeah, and
Most
then
people don't have that many.
yeah, and our grandchildren is three girls and 2 boys. So yeah, even the
Oh, that's
grandchildren's
cool.
winning. Yeah.
I have 10 grandchildren. But see, that
Yeah.
it really, my son has a stepson. And then he only really had one biological child, which was his
Uh-huh.
daughter, but their kids are all our kids. And so there's 6 of them. And then I have
Yeah.
2 kids. And so they got 4 between them. So that makes 10. So we got 10
Yeah.
altogether. And they get expensive every year. Let me tell you, every year it gets more expensive and more expensive and more expensive.
Oh yes, that
I
it
have a
does.
29-year-old son, another 29-year-old son who came 9 months later. Wow.
Wow.
27-year-old daughter and an 18-year-old son. My one daughter is more work than my three boys put together. Girls are. Girls are.
Yeah.
Yes, I have 10. But you mean, I count all the kids because my husband, this is my second husband. So his kids, he's
Hmm.
got a stepson and a biological daughter, and all those kids, they got six. So they're all
Hmm.
ours. We don't call them step grandchildren or whatever. They're all our grandkids. So,
Right. Yeah.
and Ginger Lock's mom has two girls, 13 and 9, and they're cute. Her kids are so cute. I've seen them on camera. They're
Oh, I bet
adorable.
so.
They're adorable. The one looks exact. She's like a mini me of Ginger Locks. She's
Hmm.
like she's the spitting image of her mom.
I know the schools here, getting off topic a minute, but you know, this last week they were out on spring break, but now they're out until the 27th of this month. They've
My
extended
grandkids,
their spring break.
my grandkids are off for 2 weeks. So 2 of them are off for 2 weeks, and 3 of them are off for 3 weeks. So
Hmm.
I wonder if they're going to have to make that up. Like, I wonder how that's going to work with the whole school and all that.
I don't think
Yeah.
they're going to have to make it up.
Our mayor declared this like a state of emergency. So
I mean, some schools are closed now for a month.
till April 14th, 1 month. 1 month. Wow. The ours,
Yeah.
some are closed for 2 weeks, some are closed for 3 weeks. They
Wow.
canceled the St. Patrick's Day parade, and all NHL is canceled, all basketball is canceled, and it's
Hmm.
just like a mess. It's just horrible.
Yeah. My grandson's soccer, he was playing soccer this year, and um, the coach texted his mother, my daughter, the other day, and all soccer practices, all future games has been canceled for the
Wow.
school year. I mean, they went ahead and
Wow.
canceled it. Yeah.
And
And
M says,
all field trips, of course, has been canceled.
we're closed for a month. Yeah.
Oh
It's like
wow.
it's really something. Like I saw
Yeah.
your you were talking, Ems, and you were saying how you know you're losing money on this because of all the, what you do. And it sucks.
Yeah.
It really does. It really sucks.
Yeah, because they were supposed to go back to school here tomorrow, and I'm on a panel.
Miss OMG says we are closed for a month. I can't believe New York is keeping schools open and 1.2 million kids in school. Wow,
Oh
really?
wow.
I'm glad I'm not living in New York. Can parents have the option to keep their kids home, or Cuttlefish he is spoiled, but he earned it all. He was accepted early into a computer science program and has 3.8 grade point average and is very goal driven. He just got back from London.
Hmm.
Here's places I wouldn't go right now. And this is like probably the only places I wouldn't go is an airport. Because I wouldn't, because people are coming in from all over the place. So that's about the only place I would really want to go right now.
My oldest son called me last night, and he said that Italy is really bad.
I don't think I'd want to work in the hospital. And then some people say that would be the best place to work is in a hospital because it's, more sanitary and stuff. But who
Hmm.
knows? I don't know. It's just like such a horrible thing that's happening. Like you think, is
Yeah.
this the end of the world? Is this what the end of the world is going to look like? No, I don't think so. But
No, I don't think so either.
I think you misread because I've not said anything except about toilet paper. Okay, Vito.
Yeah, Blake, I have a checkup with my doctor on the 18th, and I'm already starting to worry about it, but I
Um,
will have my mask on and I'm going to wear gloves, of course.
Sarah Smiles was in here yesterday, and she was saying that her and her daughter have all the symptoms of the coronavirus. And she said there was 600 cases in Washington State, but that seems like an awful
Oh
lot.
my goodness. Yes, that is a lot.
It seems like a lot. I mean, is that like just people that tested positive, or I don't know. Heidi, mine is only a checkup. Blink, is there a reason you're not talking to me?
Mine is a checkup also, Blink.
Talking to me at all. Um, I don't know if they have to make it up in Texas. My son owns a furniture store, and my grandson is homeschooled, so that didn't affect him. Wait a minute, where am I? He was pretty bummed out about it. I think Christine is very ill. Hasn't done anything to this girl. She came out of left field. Who are you talking about, Tiffany? Are you talking about Makeup Lobster? I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm paranoid,
Yeah,
although
I think
healthy.
she is talking about the Christine
Right.
situation. Yeah, and her going after Makeup Lobster.
I apologize to Makeup Mobster because I said some pretty mean things to her. So, and she accepted my apology, which I appreciate because I don't want to have I don't want to be the one that's doing things, saying things about people when I really don't have like a reason to, have an issue with somebody. Like I just don't want to be like that. I
Yeah.
don't want to be that person. I want to be able to go anywhere. Like, especially if I don't have any issues with certain people. I am a subscriber to Agenda Free TV. Steve Lookner is the channel host. He keeps everyone updated on what's going on around the world with this virus. I think you put this in here one time, Edna. Oh, I was kind of like ignoring this whole, I have been ignoring this whole coronavirus thing only because I just don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid.
If I think about it, then my anxiety goes through the roof. But,
Why make anything, yes, I'm talking about Makeup Mobster and the situation, MGL doxing her family and her Patreon with pictures, numbers, and addresses, then Christina Weirdo, who reached out to her. Yeah, I think that whole doxing stuff is messed up. I hope, I don't see any reason to do that. Like, I don't see I really don't.
yeah.
I know
Well, I
what it
mean,
feels
it
like
goes
to be
back
doxxed.
to not everyone is going to like everyone, but just because you dislike someone, that doesn't mean that you have to really go into, I mean, you don't have to go into the real life.
Hi, Ems. What's going on? Oh, you don't have to go, Ems. You're fine. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. I wasn't reading the chat. I was like,
Yeah, Blank, that is so true. People do need to stop talking about personal, and they do.
I'm like, before I even start a live stream, like before I even go live, I have like 10 thumbs down. Like, I think
Yeah.
people come in here just to give me a thumbs down. I don't even think they watch
It's the moment I'm like that. It's like
my
that with
hits
me
and
too,
give me a
Carla.
thumbs down.
Now it's like that now with me too. And I think what's happening
It's just
is
like ridiculous.
when
Like,
they get that notification that you're live, they automatically go and they do a thumbs down. But it's whatever.
yeah, if you go back and look at my streams, I have way more thumbs down than I have thumbs up. I have thumbs down before I even start. It's like people come over to my channel because I always like schedule my lives, and they come over and thumbs down my stream before I even start.
Yeah.
Because I come on and I look and it's like 5 or 10 thumbs down before I even start.
Yeah.
and like to see the thumbs down. Turn it off drives them crazy. I don't know how to turn it off. I wish I knew how
Yeah,
to do that.
you can turn it off. You
How
can
do you do that? How do you do that?
oh goodness. I'll have
'Cause I
to
really don't know how to do that because I feel like I want to turn it down so they don't like get
you
such a
go
thrill out of it.
into, you go into your creator studio or YouTube studio,
Right,
whatever it is.
right,
And I think it's under videos.
right.
I have to take a
Yeah,
screenshot exactly and send it to you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, send me a screenshot
Yeah.
because I have no idea how to do that.
But I know it's you go to videos and then above your videos, it'll say actions. You click that drop down button, and I think it's more
Right, yeah.
options or something like that. And it's user ratings, and you
All
can
right.
turn that off.
User ratings.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it is user ratings,
So
but
you go to Creator Studio and then what?
like where it shows all of your videos,
Yeah.
there's like an action tab up above your videos. You
Oh,
click
okay.
the drop down, and I think it's more settings. You scroll down to more settings, I believe it is,
Uh-huh.
and then you'll see user ratings or something like
Oh,
that.
okay. Okay.
Click that, and then it'll you'll see another like you'll see up above on mine anyways, and it'll say enable or disable user ratings, and you just disable it and
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do
make
that.
sure you save the changes.
It's
Yeah.
not that it bothers me, but I just think people coming here just to give me a thumbs down for no freaking reason when they haven't even watched my channel is like fucked up. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
It's just messed up. Like, don't watch me. Unsubscribe. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But they're not, I mean, they're not going to unsubscribe, of course, because they want to get that notification of when you're live.
well, they just want to give you a but like I said,
Mm,
before I even start, they've got
yeah.
like 10 thumbs down. It's like stupid. Like, and I didn't know how to turn the like those things off because I know some people don't even have them on where you can't even see, but it is what it is. But anyways, I think I'm gonna like log off now. I'm
Yeah. But
tired.
I'll send you step by step with a screenshot so you'll
Okay.
know exactly, what I'm talking about and where to go.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. And I want to thank you guys. Thank you, Heidi, for coming up on my panel. I
Oh, you're
appreciate it.
welcome. Thank you for having me up. I hope
And
everyone has
yeah, I
a
want to thank you
fantastic
guys. Yeah,
Sunday.
yeah. Thank you guys for all showing up today. You're probably sick of me because I've been on here like 7 days this week. But
You're
hopefully I'll
fine,
see you
Carla.
tomorrow morning. But I love you all,
Bye,
and I
Tiffany Marie.
all.
See
Bye,
everybody later.
bye, Ginger Locks, Mom. Bye, Ems. Bye, bye, everybody. Thanks for coming. Bye, Heidi.